I'm Patty Ann Brown, and you are in the strategy room. The race for the Democratic presidential nomination is heating up after Bernie Sanders' strong showing in Iowa. Just days after a photo finish in the Hawkeye state, Sanders and rival Hillary Clinton traded jabs in a town hall event Wednesday night, battling over who is more progressive. And the two will face off again Thursday night in an official Democratic debate on MSNBC. And joining us right now are Fox News contributor Ellen Ratner and in D.C., Ron Bonjean, a partner at Rock Solutions. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so Sanders has accused Clinton many times of being too close to Wall Street. And when questioned Wednesday about accepting $675,000 in speaking fees from Goldman Sachs, Clinton responded, I don't know, that's what they offered. The Associated Press, in fact, says Clinton has made $9 million from appearances sponsored by banks, insurance companies, hedge funds, private equity funds, and real estate businesses. So, Ron, is this a sore spot for Clinton?
Oh, it sure is. And it's been a sore spot all along. I've been wondering when this is going to start really heating up, and finally it has. I mean, you can call yourself a progressive, but at the same time taking money from the industries that you attack, bashing Wall Street but taking their money, going after a variety of other industries, yet you take their money in the form of speaking fees. Look, yeah, sure, it's not her fault that they offered, over $600,000, but she took it. And look, it is a lot of money, but you are running for president of the United States, and she knew this would be part of her track record. So, yeah, I think it's a big problem for her, and it's a fantastic attack for Sanders to utilize.
All right. So Hillary Clinton just barely beat Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders in Iowa, and Politico says her supporters are especially concerned by the fact that 84% of voters under 30 caucused for Sanders. 84%. Ellen, does Mrs. Clinton have trouble connecting with young people?
Well, yes, because I think a lot of young people are, they've heard the Wall Street line, and they're done with it, and they like Bernie Sanders because he sort of upends things, and I think that's a real issue for them. I do know a progressive host who is older, but who has a lot of younger listeners, said to me he'd like to see one of the speeches that she gave on Wall Street. He'd like to see the text of that. It would be very interesting.
Yes, it would be. All right, polls are showing Sanders with a big lead in New Hampshire, and his camp is already saying that if he wins in New Hampshire as predicted, Clinton supporters will start to panic. Ron, do you agree?
Oh, sure. Well, look, the Clinton campaign is setting the expectations that they are going to have a tough time in New Hampshire. They're going to do their very best. So they're likely going to lose that state. The next, in South Carolina, I think that's going to be interesting to see if Sanders can overcome Hillary's lead in the state. Earlier today, I've been hearing that the former NAACP chair is going to throw his support behind Bernie Sanders, which could help him with the African American community. In terms of the young voters supporting Bernie Sanders, it's amazing. They even eclipse what they voted, how they supported Barack Obama by double, triple digits. You're talking 20 or 30% more than what they supported Barack Obama with. So, and that's because Bernie Sanders is making this a movement. He's talking about all the liberal policies he wants to put in place, but he's not talking about himself and his experience. He's making it a movement, and that's what's attracting people.
Yeah. There's the other issue that, you have Hillary Clinton out there, and she is using all of her experience. Bernie Sanders is doing what he has done in terms of building a movement, but he's also been there very much for the progressive movement for a very long time and been identified. And also, Elizabeth Warren, she's the questionable card here because there's a lot of pressure now. She's the only female Democratic senator who has not made an endorsement of Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, that will be interesting, too. Well, the DNC has come under fire for its debate schedule. Many have been on weekends and holidays, but Thursday we have a primetime debate right before a major primary in New Hampshire. How important is this debate, Ron?
Well, I think it's pretty important. I mean, look, yeah, the DNC put these debates out over the weekends to try to hide the candidates, thinking that they would just let the showcase a Republican primary mess and try to hide Hillary until she became the nominee. But now you have a real debate that's going to be watched by millions of Americans, and I think people will start to really begin to judge for themselves what's going on, especially right before New Hampshire.
All right, we shall see. Oh, Ellen, you want?
I was just going to say it's also interesting. Martin O'Malley has not come out and endorsed anybody.
Yes, that's a good point.
Yes.
We'll see what happens there. All right, Ellen and Ron, thank you both.
Thank you.
And for more on the 2016 presidential race, check out foxnews.com. I'm Patty Ann Brown. Thanks for watching.